Hi, my name's Regina, and I'm a Pilates instructor. And I'm going to be making some videos for you all to use at home to help yourselves get into Pilates and understand what Pilates is all about. One of the main activators of our core is our breath. And the breath work in Pilates is very important. We use the breath of inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. I will be talking about breath all the way through all of my little demos, and I hope you like them. Today we're going to do the beginning level of what is the Pilates mat, and I'll give some modifications, instructions on that as well. And we'll begin now. So our first thing to do is to get our landmarks on our bodies. We have hip bones right here. We need to know where those are. Our pubic bone right here, and very important, this creates this triangle in our hip here. This is actually the main point. Like if I place my hands like this on my belly, that diamond that you see right there is mimicked in my sacrum on my back. That is how you know where your pelvis is in time and place. So if you are in a tuck where you imprint your low back, you'll look like that. If you're in a tilt where you have a hyper sway in your back, you'll look like that. So this is how we find neutral. We're not going to be like this, and we're not going to be like that. We're going to find neutral. So just do a little rocking back and forth to orient yourself to the sacral plate. And one of the exercises we're going to do right now is a pelvic tuck and tilt, just to get familiar with the pelvis. So we're going to tuck, and then we're going to tilt. Tuck and tilt. Just to get familiar with what is the bowl, the pelvic, or what I call the cradle. So we're going to rock and roll. And then we're going to take it in a circle. So you're going to go inhale to 12, roll to 3, then 6, then 9, and back to 12. So you're trying to keep your legs as quiet as possible, and we're just going to practice this now. We're going to inhale to 12, roll to 3, 6, 9, and then you go the other way. Inhale to 12, roll back around the other way, and back into 12. So when you're at 12, you're in a tuck. And when you're at 6, you're in a tilt. And then 3 and 9 are on the hips. So that's a little bit of that. Then we're going to talk about the breathing. Place your hands up on your ribs. And now inhale into your hands through your nose. Make your ribs really big. And then exhale through your nose all your air. You get a little rattle on the back of your throat if you're doing it right. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's do it with some beat. Let's do it in a 5 count. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. And it's your personal 5. You take your hands and start to beat. And exhale for 5. This breathing method will go all the way through the whole method. There you go. So you'll be practicing this on your own. All right, so now we're going to start with some simple bridging. So, and it's an articulated bridge. Articulation through your vertebrae. All right, so here we go. We'll start with our breath. And then we start with our breath. Start with your breath. And then start with your breath. So I inhaled as I went up, and I exhaled as I came back down. Okay? That's your bridging. push that articulation. Like you over-exaggerate. You're going to go into a tuck, then you're going to completely roll up, push into my hands, and I'm going to lower myself back down and all the way through and roll out to neutral. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about our tabletop position. Tabletop is an iconic position for Pilates. The legs are in a 90-degree angle from the body. And this is a stabilizer. So we're not moving here. We're just going to breathe. And now we're going to take it into a little bit of movement. And again, keep yourself like inside of your boundary of your mat. So we're going to go off to the side. See, I'm not out over my mat. I'm right in line. And that's an inhale. Now I'm going to exhale into this side and pull my hip back down. Inhale. Pull out. And now I'm going to exhale right here and pull that down. The legs stay fixed. I'm not snaking around like that. It's very linear. You're going to keep it tiny. You're going to inhale just a little bit because really we're just working that. Inhale, exhale. All of these are sets of 5. So I'm demonstrating the exercise and then you'll do a set of 5, okay? So now we're here in this position again and we're going to drop our feet, staying in a bent knee, and then just let the knees drop all the way. This is our first stretch. Pilates is a stretch strengthening method. The core activator is your breath. That's what this method is. And it's about your posture, and we need to exercise in proper postural alignment. Okay, so now we're going to start to work on the upper body and warming that up. We did a little warm up on the lower spine, and now we're going to warm up the upper spine. Now, some of you might have shoulder issues, so putting your hands behind your head like this might be too much. You can just do it like this. And we're going to curl up just the upper back. So we're going to tuck our eyes first. Your eyes start that movement. They go down my nose, look at my arms, and I come up to this position, and then I'm going to roll right back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And now we're going to add to this one a little tiny twist. Inhale. And now I'm going to hold my breath while I twist. Drop this shoulder, center. Drop this shoulder, center. Exhale. So I went off to my right first, so I'm going to alternate. Inhale. Drop to this shoulder, center. This shoulder, center. And always come back to center before you lay down. It doesn't have to be a big movement. And we're doing sets of 5. For anything that is separating the sides of the body, you're going to do it 5 times on each side, right? So that's how we work that. Okay, very good. Now we're going to work a little deeper into our body again. So the first thing we're going to work on here is one of the iconic exercises. We're going to pull our knees into our chest. We're going to bring our head up. Now, bringing your head up and lifting your head in Pilates is part of the whole program, right? Build it up slowly. Don't think you have to do the whole thing, and it's okay if you can't. Just stay in your breath. Your breath is the most important thing. So now, here we go. This is what rolling like a ball will look like. We're going to bring our chin and our chest up. We're holding on to our knees, and we're going to start a little momentum. And I'm going to take this all the way up to seated, like that. This next exercise we're going to do is called spine stretch forward. These are all very gentle stretches of our spinal column. Everything we've done so far really is spine centric, right? Which is what Pilates is about. So this is spine stretch forward, and I'm going to demonstrate it. It doesn't seem like much, but believe me, it's huge. So now, if you notice, my feet are active. I've got them pulled back, and my legs are active as well, like I'm pushing them down on the mat. So I'm bringing my arms out in an isometric activation, and I'm going to tuck my chin and reach forward, and then pull my tummy in and stack. I'm going to tuck my chin, reach forward, pull my tummy in and stack. Now my arms are out, and this is a lot for a lot of people. What I want you to pay attention to is that you're not doing that, right? And the arms need to be active, right off the shoulder. The lift of your arms is happening back here, not up here. You anchor your shoulder blades down on your back. Here we go again. Reach forward and pull yourself back with your belly. Reach forward and pull yourself back. Okay, so now we're going to work on a beginning level roll up, okay? So a beginning level roll up, and I'm going to give you modifications for this. You're going to go back to a bent knee position and lay down. Arms are up, just like spine stretch forward. But what we're going to do now is we're going to have these very active arms. They're going to reach behind us, and as the arms come forward and pass our face, we're going to start to reach and curl up, and I'll demonstrate that now. There you go. Now that one's a pretty hard one. Just do sets of 5 and just do your very best. Remember to stay in your breath. So now this next one we're going to do is a stabilizer of this area. We go back and forth from mobilizing to stabilizing, and now we're back in a stabilizer. So we're going to bring our leg up, and we're going to do leg circles. So as we do these circles, if I go really big, see how my body gyrates? Yeah, we're not doing that. We're going to keep the body quiet, and we're going to make a tiny circle and stay right inside of the body's form so that it doesn't wobble around. And my hips are tight, so if I go too big, I'm going to start to wobble. So we do 5 on each side. Little bitty circles, nice pointed toe. The bottom leg is active. And that's the beginning circles. There's a whole bunch of circles, they're great. Okay, so now we're going to do our stretch. Knee side to side. Anytime you feel like the hips and the low back are getting too much, just rock your knees side to side. So now, I'm going to hold on to my legs to get up into the next position. So we're going to roll up to this position, and then, actually, I'm rolling back down because I want to be in this position. And now we're going to do single leg stretch with my head up, and my chin is tucked to my chest. You can do this with your head down. Okay. And then we're going to hold on to our knees again, and we are going to sit up this next time. Okay, so now I'm going to show you saw. So in saw, we're gonna start with our legs like this, and we bring our hands out like this. Now, you don't have to go this wide. You can make it anywhere you want it. It's comfortable to you. We're gonna pitch our body to the center and reach both arms away from each other. Sit up in that twist, center your body, twist again, and reach. And yes, every little movement is important. You don't want to skip the movements. All right, that's your saw. And now we're going to take that saw, we're going to bend both legs like this, and we're going to work through beginning level mermaid. Okay, so the hand hits the mat, we slide to our elbow and reach. Now, I'm going to do two things at the same time. I'm going to apply pressure in the bottom hand and pressure in the top arm and lift my body up. Exhale. And come over and counter stretch. Come back down, plant the hand, drop to the elbow, reach. Lift and counter stretch. And back out. And we just switch this by doing that. Ta-da! Okay, so here we are. We drop the hand, switch to the elbow, reach. Everything lifts. Drop the hand, go to the elbow, reach. Everything lifts. There's your mermaid. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our just a minute. Okay, sorry. All right, so now we're gonna go a little bit deeper in the core. And this movement is called corkscrew. So I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna lay back down, and I'm bringing my legs up, and we're going to do our little bitty corkscrew. So we go to the side, we circle around, we're on the other side, we lift lightly, center, and circle back. Come to the side, lift, center, circle back. Come to the side, lift, center, circle back. Come to the side, lift, center, circle back. Corkscrew. You don't have to even go that big. You can keep it super tiny, just little tiny. Everything can go micro, and you can reduce your reps. Just try all the exercises. For corkscrew, if it's uncomfortable to bring your legs up like this and your body can't go in a 90, it might be helpful to put a towel under your hip, and that might help lift you up for that exercise, right? So that one is coming into the intermediate levels, and this is a beginner level, so corkscrew can come or go in this level if you like. All right, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come up again. So we're going to hold our knees, bring our chin to our chest, push ourselves up. Oh yeah. And on this one now, we're going to finish up with these next couple of exercises. And this first one we're going to do is another stabilizer. You get your hands under your shoulders and you get your knees under your hips. And we're going to do this very slowly. We're going to start with just the arms first. So you're going to slide a hand out and lift, lower and bring it back. Slide a hand out and lift, lower and bring it back. just like that. Then we're gonna do the legs first. Slide a leg back and lift, lower and bring it back. Slide a leg back and lift, lower and bring it back. Once you've got those and you're comfortable there, you can alternate. Okay, and then we're gonna lay back down. Our hands are on our shoulders, and we're gonna go into Cobra. You take an inhale to come up, and an exhale to lower down. And then we're going to put ourselves into a child pose, nice wide knees. Sit all the way back. Rock